All right, so misbehaving in school is nothing new, but it's one thing when students are out of line here and there, but when it's predominantly the case, then we have a problem. Former president of the National Association of Discipline, Joseph Heron, is here to hopefully tackle the issue. Well, go on.
I'm here.
Big time referee. So it's got worse.
Well, on the surface, yes.
What do you mean?
Is it really predominantly the issue? As never said, it's not.
No.
So when you say on the surface?
On the surface, these are what we're seeing. A lot of the symptoms that is ailing our society is not limited to the schools. What the schools generally is a microcosm of what is happening in our society.
Yeah.
And parenting for me is our main issue, and preparing our teachers to deal with these students in the class. A lot of them are not necessarily equipped to deal with the level of trauma that our students are facing, and so this kind of boils over in the schools.
What do you mean, the trauma that the students are
Well,
facing?
some of our students, we have become a generally very aggressive society, and so violence is simply one aspect of how aggression is
Manifested.
exactly. Other ways are teasing, bullying, that kind of thing that happens in the classroom, and so the boiling point is the violence, is the stabbing that comes out, and so what we have to do is try and address those things before the stabbings and the fight starts. And to do that, we need parents, we need counselors, we need psychologists, we need that network to prevent all these things.
You've been working in the system for a long time.
Right. Thank you for aging me, ma'am.
Sorry. You've been working in the system for quite a while.
Yeah.
Exactly. When you say it's gotten worse on the surface, you sound different than a lot of folks who come in here to say it really generally has gotten worse, superficially and below the surface.
Well, I can understand, why they would say that, right? But I'm taking a different view because there are serious efforts being made by various persons. I just think that there's not enough efforts. We really do need more.
So resources are an issue.
Resources are an
in the
issue.
schools.
And particularly human resources for me. Financial resources. But it really takes no amount of financial reserve for simply show a child love. That is where, at the basic level, it's a lack of love for me.
Yeah.
Because you have to care. When you care, you really find out. You're going to go beneath the surface and you're going to find out that this child is really suffering, is in a fight because he or she is not reading at the grade level, and you're pitching a lesson that is way above his level. He's being teased for not reading properly. She's being molested or harassed by her friends for not doing what they think she should do, and there's nobody, no adult for them to lean on, give a listening ear, to give them a little hug and say, listen, it's rough, but you can do it,
Are
And
teachers equipped to do what job?
Not all of them, and it is unfair to both our teachers and our students to put a child in a class who does not have the listening skills, to simply sit still for 5, 10, 1 hour, and then chastise that child for not having those skills. If the parent wasn't doing it at home, how can we expect that child to come to school? A class lasts between 35 minutes to 1 hour. And we expect that child who has never done it at home to come to school and to sit still. Those social skills that you expect the child to learn at home, expect them to come to school and exhibit those skills, and they don't have it. So we have to get them ready for the classroom.
I hear you, and I can't disagree with you. But then, you see, when the parents come to look at the reports and meet you see quite a lot of parents come. And I know, the school might have, say, 1,400, and maybe 1,000 come. So
Right.
you still have 4 of them. And every school is equipped with a guidance counselor. But things have really just got much worse.
It has gotten significantly more difficult.
And there are parents who give everything they have at home and their kids still.
They are. And we have to realize and we have to differentiate. We can't put everybody in one basket.
Right.
A child who may be suffering, we have to really go beneath the surface. You cannot simply say, beat him bad, send him, suspend him, send him to a boot camp. You have to look beneath the surface.
I was reading, and I think we are having this discussion because what happened at Calabar. I don't know if you have any thoughts on that, because even now, I haven't heard anyone say, well, is the boy them fault or is the teacher fault? Some people say, well, the teacher this, and some people say that I don't understand.
It wouldn't be smart for us to to play the blame game,
Right.
it would be best. It's best for us to just look at the issue, not just on the day itself. The day would have been the explosion. When was that seed planted?
Yeah.
So I would go as far back as possible. You know, how much control do the teachers have? What kind of systems are in place within the school itself? You know, what happened before? They point fingers to the track team, they point fingers to the teachers.
The point fingers to the old boys. The
Right,
point fingers
and,
yeah.
and that's just gonna keep pointing fingers.
And I can
no
remember going
solution.
to school because I was mischievous. I don't know if I was a bad youth, but I know I was mischievous. And they would have just said, Mr. Bell, go outside. No, you can't tell a child to leave
That
the
child has to be
classroom.
supervised.
Go outside.
Has to be supervised. Yeah, but there are things in place. We have to start from as early as the primary schools. Have to program in place for the primary schools and prepare them for high school, prepare them for school.
Yeah.
A lot of them are leaving primary school and are not properly equipped.
This sounds like almost like we're saying we need a complete overhaul
Yep.
of the education system. We need a rethink. We need a
We
shift
do,
in
and there
paradigm.
are things that are happening within the education system, but it's just that to try and turn it over. But with again, the resources. The overall would mean a general change almost immediately. We don't have those kind of resources.
But this can be fixed, your suggestion.
I have no doubt.
But if we don't have
I
the
have no doubt.
resources and we can't fix it, can we afford not to have the resources?
No, we can't. But
Exactly.
we have to. Granny said, "Take your hand to make fashion." You kind of have to do that.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
you don't have a table, get a little box and make a table. You know, but we do have the skills, we do have the personnel. They're just not being channeled in the right direction.
Yeah, we have to go. Good to see you.
You know?
Good to see you.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Former president of the National Association of Deans of Discipline, Mr. Joseph Harron.
All right, more and smile when we come back. Soon come.
Fun.